Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command 66-Day Challenge 5.0, and today is day 15. On Friday, we talked about smart plans after introducing you to them on Thursday, and Friday we talked about a 33-touch campaign that you could build using smart plans. Today we're going to go through some additional KWRI built smart plans that help additionally cement your name and brand in the thoughts and minds of your consumers. And so the first one we're going to start off today with is the 8x8. Now, some of you may be newer agents and may not 100% have heard of or be familiar with 8x8 or 33 Touch. I highly recommend getting a copy of the MREA, Millionaire Real Estate Agent, also known as the Red Book, and checking out pages 146 and 147. Again, that's 146 and 147. You should probably read the entire book. It's amazing how much content is packed into this book. But if you're looking up specifically what's a 33 touch or an 8x8, you can learn more from the MREA pages 146 and 147. So here is our 8x8 smart plan inside of Command. And as always, we can view the steps by clicking on the button in the bottom left. This particular smart plan does use texting, so you want to make sure that you have Twilio enabled. And you can see the first text says, hey, contact first and last. It's agent first and last from team name. Would love to grab coffee sometime. Let me know what your schedule looks like in the next few days. Now you may be looking at this and saying one or two things. I'm not on a team, or I don't like to drink coffee. Great, no problem. You can always add this smart plan to your library, download it, and then again, remember, you can go in and edit the text message steps to change what the verbiage actually says. So you could take off from team name and maybe put from Keller Williams instead. Would love to grab lunch, or maybe it's have a chat, something else along those lines, right? So whatever you want to send that text out to be, you could. That would be step number 1, your first of 8 touches. Then you'll see it waits 7 days. And then suggest that you send an email, basically reaching out to this client as part of the 8x8 smart plan. Now you can actually change this task when you download it to be an email-based task that sends the email on your behalf. So you have a couple of different options. If you want to fully automate this next step, you could change this touch task to an email task. Write out the actual email, make sure you put in your signature, because remember, your Google or Outlook or whatever program you're using, that signature does not carry over, and then save that smart plan and beginning adding people to it. Now, this third touch is a phone call, so you can see that's actually going to be a task that shows up in Task Manager that reminds you to make a phone call to this client as part of the 8x8. Then you'll have another text message that goes out, and again, that is editable. 7 days later, as long as you have a neighborhood that has been assigned to this contact, and we talked about that on Friday, then this contact, as a part of the 8x8 smart plan, would automatically be added to the monthly neighborhood nurture. And as such, they would get an email immediately when this step fires of hyperlocal market data for their specific neighborhood. 7 days later, you'll get a call task. And then 7 days after that, you'll have your 7th touch, a text message that goes out. And finally, the 8th touch of the 8x8 is to send an email. Again, you can change this touch task to have the actual email written and fired on your behalf. But that's the 8x8. Again, it's 8 touches in 8 weeks that cement your name, your brand, your team in the mind of your potential clients and your contacts in your database. Next, I wanted to show you the Midterm Nurture SmartPlan, the 4th one over here. We're going to view those steps. Now, while it says that this is a 29-day plan, it's actually a 3-month plan. And the reason being is the first thing that it does is it adds the client to the bi-weekly neighborhood nurture. Now, you just want to be careful if you're using these corresponding, layering smart plans. If you're using the Midterm Nurture and the 8x8, you now have this person on the monthly neighborhood nurture as a part of this smart plan. If you add them to the midterm nurture afterwards, then they're also going to be on the bi-weekly neighborhood nurture, which means they could be getting up to 3 emails per month. That might be a little too much. So you may want to be careful about adding this first step in. But from there, it's a delay of 14 days, and then you'll see it's going to have a phone call task, and then it's a delay of 14 days, and it's going to send out a text message. Now, this is the first time where we have the ability to send out different text messages, and this is something we can do inside of SmartPlans. I'll show you that later this week. This is what's called dynamic texting. So the first time this SmartPlan goes through, it sends text number 1, and you can see that at the top. However, then this SmartPlan repeats 2 more times. So the second time it goes through, it's going to wait 14 days and remind you to call them, and then wait 14 days and send a second text message, and that would be number 2. And then you'll see it repeats 1 last time, so 2 times total, sends you a phone call task, sends out text number 3. So actually a 90-day plan, essentially, give or take, that will then follow up with your clients every 2 weeks over a 3-month period. Finally, if you need something a little bit longer, you do have the long-term nurture. So if we come down, oops, let me move this one. Why is it not? There it goes. Long-term nurture, we can view those steps. And this one is actually a 6-month-long plan. Although it says 31 days, it does repeat 5 times. So it sends out 6 months worth of contact. Now again, this one links to the monthly neighborhood nurture. So be careful if you already have them on the bi-weekly or the 8x8 that you're not over emailing them. And then you'll see it's going to wait 10 days and send you a task to call them. It's going to wait 10 more days and then send you a task to send an email of value. So you can't automate this one because this task repeats. And if you write in an email here, you're going to send them the same email every month for 6 months in a row. They're probably going to catch on to that. So this is more of a task reminder to send them some sort of email of value. It waits 10 days and then it sends a text message. And again, this is the second time that we're seeing dynamic texting, where the first time through would send text number 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see that at the end it repeats. It's going to go back, wait 10 days, tell you to call them, wait 10 days, tell you to email them, wait 10 days, send a text automatically. So that's the Long-Term Nurture SmartPlan. So 3 additional SmartPlans that Keller Williams Realty International has created for us to assist us with cementing our name, our brand, our team into the minds of our contacts and clients so that it becomes easier to nurture them and hopefully turn them into actual buyers and sellers. Guys, that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll hit the last couple of SmartPlans, and later in the week we'll go ahead and create our own custom SmartPlan. So look forward to that. Hope everyone had a fantastic Tuesday, and as always, I'll look forward to speaking with you again real soon.